like this. Hello everybody, this is Sapphire Blue with Starlight Divine Readings, and I hope that you all are extremely blessed. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. I do appreciate you guys. The likes, the shares, the new subscribers, thank you so much for joining me. It means a lot to me. So, I wasn't even going to post a reading today, to be honest with you guys. I was really taking a little break. You know, pulling cards every day requires some energy, and sometimes you got to take a break and refuel and relax, and, you know, I was taking a meditation day. But there's a lot going on in the energies, in the spirit realm, in the spirit world. There's a lot of I don't want to say undercover, but it is a lot of undercover things going on that we can't see. And we're moving into this new energy in the beginning of the year, and it's just bringing, it's bringing everybody to a higher level of understanding and explanation, and especially the readers and those who are presenting this type of information to you. We are receiving so much, so quickly, so fast. It's just like downloads. So, the eclipse that's coming at the end of the month came across my mind. And so, you know, that's something that affects us all. So I kind of asked to see what this eclipse is going to be bringing into our lives as a collective. What do we need to know? So when I asked, these cards came out. 9 beautiful cards. This is the Enchanted Map Oracle. I used to not be into oracles. I was strictly tarot. But there have been a few of them that have caught my eye, as you can see. I don't use these very often. I usually use them in the twin flame spread. I don't usually use them for my monthlies and things like that. But I love this deck because of the illustrations and the messages that come with it. And when the cards came out for this reading, I was like, wow, it just, you know, it just reads so beautifully and so well. All right, this reading may not resonate with anyone. It may resonate with everyone. My job is to put the messages out, and whoever stumbles upon this video, I believe it's for them. So, I guess let's get into it. Let's get into it. Okay. Now that I'm 4 minutes into running my mouth. Okay. All right. In no particular order. I mean, they came out this way, but this card came out last. And I put it in the middle because, you know, I don't know. This is just was like the final. It like summed it up for me. Okay. Unexpected visitors. Okay. Now, when you look at the number on this card, it's number 41. And when you put 4 and 1 together, it is 5. And 5 means change. So I feel like this is going to bring unexpected changes in our life. Some will be positive, some will be negative, but it really depends on your perception of those two views. This energy that's coming in, this Page of Wands energy, this forward moving energy, this Knight energy, this Wand energy that's here, it's not coming now, it's here, is I feel it's going to be accelerated as time progresses. And when the eclipse comes through, it's going to be full force. I really do feel like that. It's going to bring unforeseen changes. It's shaking things up, whether you want it to or not. And, you know, you may be thinking in your mind, well, I don't want to change. I'm fine with the way I am. I'm fine with my life the way it is. But sometimes it's not all about you. It's about what's for your highest good and for the highest good of humanity. We're trying to raise vibrations here. We're trying to move forward here. The age of Aquarius is upon us. Okay? We're trying to move into a higher consciousness. We're trying to move into a higher level of thinking, a more peaceful way of living, a more spiritual way of living. We're trying to ascend and elevate ourselves. And in order for that to happen, can't just be satisfied with how you are. There's always room for improvement. There's always time for change and elevation. Okay? So I feel like this is going to be bringing a lot of changes in our spirituality, in our situations. It's going to be making us make decisions to drop dead weight, to move around, to really encompass what is really important, to make changes to raise the higher vibrations. Like I said, everybody's been having Tower moments and Ten of Swords energy, endings. And we've been talking about new beginnings. This energy is bringing in new beginnings, but how are you going to go through this change? Are you going to resist? Or are you going to ride the wave? You know, we're supposed to be in the world, but not of it. We're not supposed to be stuck to anything here because it's all fleeting. We're not supposed to be so materialistic, so concerned about the physical, so concerned about what is, you know, what is. We're not supposed to be so concerned with that. We're supposed to be concerned with who we are. How can we move forward? We're not supposed to be stuck. Okay? Now, like I said, in no particular order, as I'm saying this, I'm seeing this other card I have up here, stuck in the mud. And then I have right below it, movement. Okay? What am I just talking about? We're not supposed to be stuck in the mud. We're supposed to be moving forward. You know, now this energy has brought some of us to this energy, and it's bringing some of us into this energy because we've been in this energy for too long. I feel like this is being complacent, but not always. It can also signify having to slow down enough to realize what is happening around you. Realize what's going on around you so you can move forward and make movements. Okay? We have, 2 and 4 is 6, and we have 9. You're sitting here. After this change, you get kind of stuck. And then you got to move. You got to move forward. You know what I'm saying? I see this little red balloon here in the corner. That's that energy. You got to keep up with it. The energy is going to get away from you if you do not start to move, to change, for things to come into play. Like I said, I'm not going in any particular order. I'm just going where I'm guided, I'm led. So like I said, with this unexpected visitors card, changes will be coming. There's no doubt about that. And like I said, it's how you're going to respond. Are you going to stay stuck in the mud, or are you going to move? Now, either way it goes, you're going to move. Now, are you going to get caught up in the movement and get confused? Or are you going to have a path that's going to put you where you want to be? Because you're going to end up somewhere. Okay. So this brings me over here to Magic Stream. Okay, if I can pick the card up. That is a beautiful card, right? So this card here talks about being connected through universal consciousness. Okay? We have to know that everything that we experience in life has a purpose, has a reason for happening. Okay? I'm going to turn that off. That's getting distracting. Okay. But like I said before, with this energy, are you going to get caught up in it? Or are you going to make a route how to go through it? You know, because you can't see events different from other events. You know, everything is connected. We are all connected. We are all one. Okay? And if you're going to be, if we as a collective if we're moving with this energy and riding the wave of this energy into something new, and you're swimming across the current, you're going to get trampled over. You're going to get stuck. You're going to get caught. You're going to get, you know, you're going to be in a big ball of confusion. You know, collective awareness is shared. And it's got a lot of potential. And when you put this type of energy behind spiritual awareness and consciousness, it's going to create a mountain of change. Because when you start changing the way you think, you change the way you act. You change your behaviors. You change one person at a time begins to change and begins to manifest this new way of thinking. Next thing you know, one soul touches another. We just start a snowball effect of movement within the collective consciousness. And we have to start, you know, knowing that we are channels for that energy. And we need to allow that to flow. And, you know, it's time to stop saying what we're going to do and start doing it. Taking leaps of faith to experience things. You know, this magic stream, I look like is the coming of consciousness, the coming of a new beginning spiritually, abundance, a new way of being. And some of you are going to be stuck in the mud with things unclear. And then some of you are going to be in this beautiful magic stream with the beautiful water flowing freely, enjoying the magic, enjoying the abundance, enjoying all the wonderful things that are coming. Like I said, I'm not going in any particular order here. I'm just, like I said, I'm going where I'm guided. So, this beautiful card with the elephant on it is listening. Now, I've received this card many times in different readings. And in relationships, it talks about listening to your partner. Are you being heard? Are you getting enough talk time? Are you being validated in life? But here, this listening card is, are you paying attention Are you listening to spirit? Are you listening to your intuition? Are you listening to your guides? Are you listening to the Most High right now and going in the direction that is for your highest benefit? You know, when this eclipse comes, I think it's going to, like I said, propel this energy faster. It's gonna add gas to it. It's gonna add gas to the fire. Okay? So, are you paying attention to what's going on around you? Are you listening to the world? Are you listening to yourself? Who are you listening to? What are you paying attention to? Where is your focus? You know, I see this elephant here on this picture here as well. What are you paying attention to? Are you stuck in the old? Are you stuck in the mud? Are you being slow? Are you not wanting to move? Are you not wanting to move forward? Don't you want to lighten your load and move? But what are you paying attention to? What's holding you back? Okay, because, you know, here we have the encouragement card, and this is when I look at this card, I see this mother giraffe and this baby giraffe, and she's like I feel like she's telling her baby, it's okay, I got you, we're gonna go, you can do whatever you want to do. You know, she's nudging him and loving him, because you're being nudged, you're being pushed forward. But you're being pushed forward right now lovingly. You're being encouraged, because God wants us to use our free will to do what's right. The universe wants us to do what we have to do for ourselves. So they send us little signs, they send us little nudges, little synchronicities, and different things to tell us, hey, this may be good for you. You might want to move forward. You might want to keep going. You might want to go forward and do this. And sometimes we don't listen. We don't listen. And we don't pay attention. And we allow ourselves to get stuck in that mud instead of moving forward. But we have to realize that right now we're being encouraged to move on our own, to do what's right for us, to move forward, let things go, elevate ourselves. We're being encouraged to do that right now. Because I feel like eventually it's just going to be like, it's like we're going up the hill with a big snowball. With a little snowball, excuse me. We're going up the hill with a snowball. And we're rolling it up and rolling it up and rolling it up. And we're on the top of the hill. And when this eclipse comes, that snowball is going to start rolling down that hill, and it's going to start collecting speed and collecting snow. And it's going to become bigger and bigger and bigger until it's going to just swoop up everything in its path. This energy is like that. This energy is going to be like that. And I'm not trying to say it as something big and scary. I'm just saying that the force that's coming behind it is going to pick up momentum. It's going to pick up momentum. And, you know, we have the Wizard of Awareness here. We need to be aware of what's going on. Now, with this energy, you're going to be propelled. So you just need to live your life according to your dreams and how you're planning it. This energy is going to be moving you forward. You're encouraged to make these moves. But when the energy starts, you're not going to have to worry too much about a lot of movement, because it's going to be kind of like intervention. It's going to start shaking things up, moving things around, and you're going to have to kind of just meditate, get yourself in order, and get on the ride and watch things unfold. But in order for that to happen, you have got to be in good spirits. You got to start wrapping things up that no longer serve you, because when this energy comes, you don't want to bring nasty baggage from the past into your beautiful future that's coming. We don't want to bring any of that weight. So be aware of what you're thinking. Be mindful. You know, be still and be quiet sometimes and allow yourself to just be in the energy. Allow yourself to not worry about how it's going to happen or how you're going to make something happen, and just know that it will. Sometimes we have to let the chips fall where they may. And it's not what happens, it's how you respond. How you accept the changes. Because change is constant. Look here, unexpected visitors, change, unexpected change. It's coming. And there's nothing particular that you can do to prepare, but prepare yourself to know it's coming. Be invested in your peace, in your meditation, and knowing that you are going to be taken care of throughout these changes. Know that you're going to be assisted in these changes, and not to resist. Because when we start to resist the changes, this is when you start to get stuck. And then when this energy starts moving again, you're going to be caught up in a ball of confusion. Not to quote the Temptations and all, but that's what's going to happen. You know, I've bounced around on this reading a little bit, and there's these two cards in the end I haven't addressed yet, because I feel like these two cards here are going to give you peace. Because, you know, if I was listening to this, I'd be a little nervous. She's talking about this energy coming in, and things are going to change. And, you know, I'm a Cancer, and I like stability, and I like my home the way it is, and I like things to be comfortable. But one of my biggest fears is for things to change. So I know what it's like to think, oh my God, things are going to change, you know, have a little bit of anxiety because you don't know what's coming. You don't know what's going to happen. But you have to trust that you are going to be brought into a place of peace. You have to trust that you are taken care of. Believe in your higher power. Your higher self. Because eventually this energy is going to bring you what you want. This is a time for you to begin to put everything that is important to you in your wishing well. I guess you can put it in your heart box. You know, we have some cards that talk about the God box. Put everything, all your concerns in the God box. Well, what do you want? What is your Nine of Cups? What is your wish? Okay, and I'm not talking about like money or new cars or houses. I mean, that may be your wish and you may get that, and that's abundance, that's physical wealth. But I mean, in your heart, what do you wish? For happiness, love, peace of mind, those types of things. You need to start considering what you can do, what you can cut out that's causing you to not be able to receive that fully right now. And put it in your wishing well. Because this energy that's coming is setting you up to receive that abundance. It's setting you up to receive that abundance. This energy is going to allow you to reconcile physical and spiritual. To realize that we're not separate from our dreams. We're not separated from anything. The separation is an illusion. Everything that you've been wanting, everything that you've been wishing, everything that you've been hoping for is stored up in this box, this well. And I feel like everything that you've been wishing and wanting is in this wishing well. And this movement, this energy is trying to propel you forward so you can raise your vibration to be a match to what you want and bring abundance and happiness and peace. And doesn't that just sound like the age of Aquarius to you? As we're coming up to the time of the year that Aquarius celebrates their birth. I just think that's not a coincidence. I don't think that's a coincidence. With this eclipse coming right around that time in the Aquarius season. Some seem to think that the age of Aquarius has already started. It's in full effect. Now, there's some people that think it's not here yet. But I feel like we're on the road. We're on cruise control right now. Even on in. But like I said, after this eclipse, it's going to start picking up speed. Are you going to be on the bus with everybody else, or are you going to be stuck? Because we have this card here, and it's home. And home talks about, home is where the heart is. Where is your heart? What are your wishes? What are your wishes? What do you want? Home. This is eventually going to lead you to a place of peace. To a place of belonging. It's going to give you that final breath of ease. Like, I'm finally where I want to be. I finally have everything I want in life. I finally have what I want. I finally have my wish, my dream come true. And all we want is a place to call home. People that love us. To be happy and abundant. That's what home is. Happiness and abundance. 10 of Cups. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups more. Because love is more important. Yes, we need material. We need money. But money is an energy. But love. Completion. Family. It's going to bring us to a new sense of that. Wow, I did not mean to go this long with this reading. But there's more, because I'm going to shuffle from my Psychic Tarot. This is a long one, guys. I hope you're here for the long haul. I just want to get some, you know, not necessarily clarifying energy, but just some different energy from the cards to just kind of see what we have here. So I'm going to shuffle my Psychic Tarot. All right, angels and guides, please give me some cards for this eclipse. Base chakra. Finances. People are worried about the finances. Worried about, are you going to be taken care of? Okay, what else do we have for this eclipse from the Psychic Tarot? We have the Six of, well, it's called Memories of Love, but it's the Six of Cups in regular tarot. And then we have Love Begins. So this is giving me some different energy. And you know, this Memories of Love reminds me of the Six of Cups. And that twin flame thing that we've been talking about for so long. And I always talk about, well, not always, but I have been talking about the twin flames starting this, you know. So, I'm just going to get a few more cards here. Whoa, okay. I'm going to stop there and see what we got here. Okay. Base chakra, like I said, talks about financial security, abundance. Do we feel loved? Do we feel taken care of? And, you know, are we guided? Memories of love, you know, nostalgia. Excuse me. Looking back on times before, are we going to get stuck on what happened in the past? Or are we going to move on so love can begin? You know, I feel like this eclipse is like our last chance to just start letting things go and releasing. Release this energy. Release hurt. Release all the pain. Release the deception. Release the energy. Take off the false mask. Stop pretending. Stop being... Be authentic in who you are. That's what I'm getting from this card here. A lot of times it talks about betrayal and talks about this. But I see this here now as sometimes we betray ourselves because we take on false personas. We take on all these characteristics that we feel we need to have in order to sustain in society or be in a certain group or in a certain circle of people. And it's time to let that go and be your own person. Be authentic in who you are. Move out of being somebody's puppet. Move out of being somebody's something else and be your own person. Be true to who you are. Okay? Because love is going to begin. And then we have partnerships and alliances. I feel like this is twin flame related too. You know? And not necessarily just that, but on a bigger scale, we're going to have to start coming together for the benefit of humanity, for the benefit of ourselves. We are all connected. And how it affects one, it affects all. We're not separate from anyone else. That is the problem with our thinking. We think that, you know, we're separate from anything that's outside of us. And that's not true. We're all connected, like I said before. Here, with this number 18. Magic stream. Connected consciousness. Magic stream. This connected consciousness. We have to start thinking, not necessarily alike, We have to think for ourselves. But we have to start understanding that this consciousness is coming out. And we have to start working together, understanding each other, learning and living and loving each other. Spiritual strength came out. We have to be strong. It's going to take a lot of spiritual energy for this change. We have to start going within. We have to start living more spiritually. And look, it's going to bring balance. This card here is equivalent to the Justice card in the tarot deck. I always say that when it comes out. It's been coming out a lot for me in different readings. Balance, 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 balance. And I feel like home. Home is where everything is even. Everything is balanced. Everything is at peace. Everything is happy. Everything is loving. Everything we wished for. It's time to cut the crap. It's time to cut the BS out of our lives. It's time to focus on our spiritual selves, healing, moving forward. It's just time. You know, I'm gonna pull a couple from Waite. The sun. Look at that. The sun. Happiness, joy, peace, love. I feel like this is telling, look, we have the 6 of Cups. Love. We have the Lovers here. We have the 8 of Pentacles. So when I look at these cards here, you know, it's like, this is what we could have. This is what we're working toward. This is what we're working toward. This happiness. You know, we have to let go of the past. We have to start loving. You know, we have to go back to our roots. The beginning. We have to go back. Like when I see this right here, I look at this as going back to love. Balancing within ourselves. Both of these cards are 6. Returning to balance. Again, I see this as returning to balance. Because, you know, the Lovers represents the Gemini. And Geminis are of 2 minds about everything. You know, it's balance within self, yin yang. Masculine and feminine coming together, twin flames coming together, being a vibrational match to love. That is what we are trying to do, is raise our vibration to be a match for unconditional love. Wow. All right, guys. If you have watched this whole entire video, I am so thankful and appreciative that you watched this video with me and listen to me go on and give these messages out for you. It means a lot to me. I hope this resonated with you. I hope you learned something. I hope you felt something. And I hope that you guys have extreme peace, love, and light in your life. And I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your week. And I hope that you guys are extremely blessed. This is Sapphire Blue with Starlight Divine Readings. Be blessed always. I love you guys.